if you do watch videos related to China on YouTube, you will see that quite a few are pro CCP or CPC, if you like to call it that way. And one in particular did grab my attention quite recently, was related to the fentanyl flowing into the United States of America. And they would say, this is America's problem, this is not China's problem. Now, the precursor for fentanyl is made in China, and it does go to America legally to help with pain medication for people with terminally ill diseases, maybe like cancer, for example. That's the legal thing, and that's the one that they would advertise the most and saying it's all legal, it only does that. But there are some videos on YouTube and from National Geographic showing the actual evidence of the drug cartels in Mexico using the precursor to fentanyl, where they would cook it or bake it in Mexico and then across the border to the United States of America. And these guys would actually just show the evidence from Global Times, national newspapers, for example, that are controlled by the government. And they won't do the other evidence, which is easy to find, like from the DEA intelligence report. Currently, China remains the primary source of fentanyl and fentanyl-related substances trafficked through international mail and express operations environment, as well as the main source for all fentanyl-related substances trafficked into the United States. Seizures of fentanyl sourced from China average less than 1 kilogram in weight, and are often tested about 90% concentration as pure fentanyl. And you can see this on videos like Border Security, when they go to customs and they x-ray all the packages coming from China, for example, and some of them will be picked up, and you can see the amounts that's there. The other way is basically a big ship, a cargo ship, would sail to the coast of Mexico. Then they would dump the fentanyl or the precursor of fentanyl onto the sea. Some smaller boats would go and pick it up. It was baked and then shipped to America. Evidence is there from some very reliable sources, like Trafficked from National Geographic. And you can see from this map from the DEA related to that, you can see the lines going from China to America, Canada, Mexico, and then made in Mexico and then shipped across the southern border of the United States of America. So when these people say it's fentanyl, yeah, it is used in medicine at a very, very small amount, and it's used as a painkiller. And this is the thing that China only, the word is only, and there's none that comes from China related to illegal packages, for example. But the evidence is overwhelming that it's the people who do this on YouTube usually are Westerners who live in China. They would actually, there's no direct link to them working for the CCP. We don't know if they get paid or not. Of course, they would say they deny this, but we don't have any evidence related to that. And then they would do some ridiculous claim like that. The thing is, people believe them. Maybe because they're in their 60s, maybe they've been in China for a long time, and they would say, because they're boots on the ground in China, they would know everything. But they don't have boots on the ground in the United States. But they would always criticize the United States when they say the Westerners or the media who would do the anti-CCP have never been in America, or sorry, never been in China, while they have never been in America. So it's one rule for them and one rule for the others. Doesn't really make sense. So let me know in the comments what you think of this and what you think of these people who would do this kind of thing. I know I've done this before countless times, but it does get on my nerves when you would see someone in China who comes from the West, like England or America or Australia or New Zealand, say this ridiculous claim, and they don't have any evidence, and the only evidence they have is from a national newspaper like the Global Times. Thank you very much for your time. My name is James. Have a happy day wherever you are, Mon Diable, wherever you are in the world. God bless. Bye-bye. Thank you.